of PBS. I was wondering, do you have time for a quick interview before the rally starts?
Yeah, sure.
I'll leave you my work number. Okay. Now I go. That's how I gotta get ready.
Manufacturing by making our trade deals smarter. President Trump will put Americans back to work again. President Trump will make America rich again. President Trump will make our military strong again. And ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump will make America great again.
Because I went there, I said, who's going to show up when the place was packed? Okay? And it was packed. He was there. difficulties in the country. Radical Islamic terrorism is out of control. We have problems, and we're going to solve our problems. We're going to be very, very smart. We're going to be very strong and tough, and we're going to be very vigilant, and we're going to solve our problems. Okay? We're going to solve our problems. You understand, right? You know what happened? LGBT, the gay community. What happened was an assault on our country. It was an assault on the gay community. It was an assault on everything that we all stand for. We cannot let this happen again. Remember this. Remember this. Remember this. This was not about guns. This was about terrorism. We are going to protect, 100% protect our Second Amendment. If in that club, where so many died and so many are so badly wounded and injured, if in that club you had some people, not a lot of people, because you don't need a lot of people. But if you had somebody with a gun strapped onto their head, somebody with a gun strapped onto their head, and you had bullets going in the opposite direction, right? This animal who did this, you would have had a very, very different result. Economic act ever signed by our country. There's never been anything like this. When I won primaries, I'd go to New York and Pennsylvania and Connecticut and all these different states, but no matter where, all over the country I'd go, and you would see, it was so horrible, you would see factories that were vibrant 20, 25 years ago, and now they're worthless. They're sitting there rusting, rotting, and falling down. And all taken out of our country. And these are jobs that were moved to other places. And folks, that's not going to happen anymore. We're bringing our jobs back. We're bringing our jobs back, folks. And they're coming back big league. And we're not letting our companies leave so easily anymore. You know, I won Indiana, the state of Indiana. One of the reasons was Bobby Knight. That was one of the reasons. Yeah. 900 games he won. Bobby Knight was great, and we had great support in Indiana. We had great support everywhere. But I will say this, in winning Indiana, as you know, Carrier Air Conditioner announced they were leaving Indianapolis, right? And it just worked out that the timing, they let 1,400 people go, moving to Mexico. And I would say very simply, congratulations, you're moving to Mexico. Every single air conditioning unit that you make in Mexico that comes across what will be a very strong border with a wall, by the way. You're going to pay 35% tax on that unit, and you know what? Number one, they're not leaving. And if they already left, like many other companies, we're going to make a lot of money, folks. We're going to make a lot of money. And you know what? These companies are going to move back because we're the bank that they all steal from. If you look at China, we have rebuilt China by our stupidity, by allowing these massive trade deficits. We have rebuilt China. You look at their trains that go 250 miles an hour, and hours chug, chug, chug. Honestly, we're like a third world country. But if you look at some of these, actually, you go to the Middle East, you look at some of the airports, you look at some of the roadways and the highways, you look at the bridges that they're building in China. All over China, bridges. You don't build bridges here very rarely. You see bridges going up here. You have one in San Francisco, it's being built by China. With, by the way, massive cost overruns. You think they're going to make a couple of dollars? I think so. Massive cost overruns. So we're going to change it around, folks. We're going to change it around. And we're going to make this country so strong and so great again. It's going to be, we are going to make it so great again. We want to hear lately, folks, and it's going to happen. Now, people talk about the wall. Has anyone ever heard about the wall? Some of these politicians during the debates, and I was on center stage on every single debate. Like, I love you. Look at all these women for Trump. So in the polls, I'm doing unbelievably, like almost record-setting with men for Trump. But I want women for Trump. The hell with the men, right? And I think I'm doing very well with women. I think I'm doing very well with women for Trump. We have so much in Las Vegas, just having left Las Vegas. Thank you very much. Thank you. Just having left Las Vegas, we had so many women with signs up, women for Trump, women for Trump. And I'm trying to figure it out, what's with these polls, but they're getting better. Number one, they want to see a strong military. Number two, they want to see a strong border. Number three, they want to see people that love our country come into our country, not people that hate us, okay? And I think that's doing very, very well. I think that's good. And I have to say this. African American youth, 59% unemployment. We're going to bring jobs back, folks. We're going to bring jobs back. For African American youth, and everybody knows it. For Hispanics, we're bringing jobs back. And you know, in Nevada, in the exit polls, when people were leaving, I led all of the exit polls and I won the state in a landslide. And I led all of the exit polls with the Hispanics. We are going to do unbelievably well with Mexicans, with all of the Hispanics, with the Latinos. We are going to do so well because we're going to bring jobs back. We're bringing jobs back. And you know, it is about jobs. That's like the great medicine that makes us better. We're losing our jobs, we're losing our base, we're losing our manufacturing, and the numbers are phony numbers, you know, 5% unemployment. When you stop looking for a job, which most people, after a period of time, they give up. Did you give up? Don't give up, don't give up. She gave up, don't give up. But they put you down statistically as though you were employed. We probably have a 20% or more unemployment rate, okay? And you know, I read it, and we had some terrible news 2 weeks ago. 38,000 jobs, which was like such a low number. They were thinking 150,000, 200,000, turned out to be 38,000. It was a horrible number, and unemployment went down by a little bit. And everyone's saying, how can the number be horrible? The news is horrible. And yet unemployment goes down. In Houston, they had a crowd last night that was beyond, if we had a stadium, it would have filled out. Thousands, tens of thousands of people couldn't even get in. But it's happening. And to a large extent, look, it's about the border, it's about security, it's about the military, it's about all of these things. We're going to save you Social Security without killing it like so many people want to do. And your Medicare, and all of these things, we're going to say, remember this. Remember that this is true, and she can guise it any way she wants. Two things. Hillary's going to raise your taxes like crazy. I think to 60 or 65%. She doesn't want to talk about it. And I'm giving the largest tax cut of anybody and any candidate that's run for it. Any candidate that's run for it. We're the highest tax nation in the world, folks. Nobody pays more tax. We're the highest tax. Our businesses are the highest taxed in the world. We're giving a massive tax cut for business and small business, and especially for the middle class. So I don't know if there's any middle class in here. I think you're all at the upper echelon. But if there are, you're going to be extremely happy. So a lot of things have happened. It's been incredible. It's been a movement. I've been on the cover of Time magazine so many times. I feel like a supermodel, except like times 10. Okay? I'm a supermodel. I'm on the cover of these magazines. I'm on the cover of the biggest magazines. I don't even know about it. I can't even read the story, because if I did, I wouldn't get any work done. I have never seen anything like it. And it's not about me. I'm doing a good job as a messenger, but I'm a messenger. People are making less money than they made 18 years ago, and they're working harder and they're working longer. And it's supposed to be the opposite, because our jobs are being taken away, and we're not letting that happen. But people are making less money than they did 18 years ago in terms of real wages. And you know what? That can't be, folks. And you know what? They're also bad jobs. They're considered bad jobs. They're not good jobs anymore. Our good jobs are in other countries. Our good jobs are disappearing. These are bad jobs, and even the opponents, my opponents, admit they're not good jobs. And then you have a lot because of Obamacare, which we're going to terminate, by the way, 100%. Because of Obamacare and other things that they have messed up, but because of Obamacare, you have so many part-time jobs. People that never had a part-time job in their life, they always had jobs. And companies are taking people that have been with them for 20 years and more, and they're saying, I'm sorry, I love you, you're great, I have to make you part-time. Because they want to get away from those horrendous Obamacare rules and regulations. Speaking of rules and regulations, the taxes are high, but people tell me, and small business people and everybody tell me, if they had a choice between taxes, big cut, which we're doing, and getting rid of some of these massive regulations, they will take getting rid of the regulations. It's even more important. They can't even go to work anymore, the regulations are so stifling. So that's another thing we're going to do. We're going to get rid of a big percentage of the rules and regulations. We're going to get rid of Dodd-Frank to a large extent, so that the banks can loan you money, which right now they don't loan businesses money. You know the banks, you go to the banks, folks, you go, unless you have more money than you're asking for, they don't want to loan you money because the regulators are running the banks. And you need money to start businesses. You can't start businesses anymore. Would never be able to do it. So we're going to bring it back. We won the primaries in a landslide. I'm proud to say, by the way, I spent my own money, but I spent $50 million, my own money, won the primaries, and let me just tell you, I spent less money than anybody and had the best result. Isn't that what? Over a period of like almost a year, spend a lot of our money and our guts, right? We go through this really tough primary season. I'm competing against 16 other very bright people, senators and governors, and Charles Krauthammer said, prior to my getting here, he said, this is the most talented group perhaps ever assembled or since the Second World War. And I'm saying to myself, maybe I shouldn't run. Then I ran. We go in and boom, boom, boom. We knock one after another after another. It's a beautiful picture, right? Don't we love it? Yeah. We love it. But yesterday with CNN and a couple of the others that there may be a movement to try at the convention. You gotta stand. Remember, I could never, they all said, he will never be able to get 1,237 delegates. I think we got 1,550, right? Remember this. It's all made up by the president. Remember this. When I get 1,550, or when I get even the 1,237, I'm running against 16 people. It's the largest field, they think, in the history of politics, either party, Democrat or Republican. So I'll never forget, I won New Hampshire and I won these other states, and I was getting good numbers, like 28 and then 32 and then 34 and 30, and I had many people that I was running against. I'm running against 16 people that are governors, senators, and talented people, like Ben Carson, who's a great guy who endorsed me, and Chris Christie, great guy who endorsed me. So I remember I'm watching the pundits saying, I think we had like 12 or 13 people left. And I had to say I got about 34%. And they said, he has not cracked 50%. How can you crack 50% when you have 14 people that you're running against? I blew them away. I had 34 and they had like peanuts. And you add them all up. One had 2, one had 1, one had nothing, one had 3. But when you have all these people, and then anyway, when we got to New York, and you know, we had a tremendous victory in Florida, a landslide victory. I won 66 out of 67 counties. Nobody's ever done it. Against a good guy and a number of people. I think there were a number of people. And then we came into New York and we had a massive, isn't it nice to know that New York knows me probably better than anybody? I'm in there all the time. Isn't it nice to know that the people that know me best gave me a massive, huge victory? I mean, it was like, in New York I won almost everything. Cleared the board, upstate, downstate, we won. A lot of these states are not supposed to be like Republican states, except numbers are coming in that are so good, we're gonna make them Republican states. Connecticut is one. People are tired of stupidity. They're tired of the Iran deal, where we give them 150. We give them back $150 billion. We get nothing. We get nothing. We get nothing. And by the way, before we negotiated that deal, we should have had those prisoners released, not years later. Not years later. And now they're about ready to take over Iraq because of our stupid leaders and our stupid policies. And they're about, which by the way, blows the Iran deal away because Iraq has among the greatest oil fields and oil reserves in the world. Okay, they're gonna get the whole thing. What have we done, folks? What have we done? You know, for years they fought, and then they rest. And then they fight, but they were the same militarily, right? They didn't move. They go 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, rest. And we gave them everything. We blew out one of them. And now we don't know what the hell's going on. We don't know what's going on. And now you have the migration, and now you have people coming into our country and coming into all of the European countries. And you look at Germany, what a mess Germany is. I have friends from Germany. We're so proud of Germany for so many years. And they say, we love our country, very, very proud. Members of clubs that I have in Florida, Mar-a-Lago, so proud. And now they're saying, we think we're moving, we're leaving Germany. Okay, we're leaving. They say we're leaving Germany. What they've done is incredible. And we're doing the same thing. We're taking in millions of people that we don't know who the hell they are. They don't have documentation. They don't have paperwork. It's going to be a problem like you've never seen before, and you're going to have a situation. You look at Orlando, and you see how bad that was. We just don't know. So we're going to be different. We're going to be tougher. Who's going to pay for the wall? Tell me. You know, when I was in the debates, and every single poll after the debate said I won every debate. Are we proud of me? Am I doing a good job? Never did this stuff before. But every single poll had me winning every single debate. Every single poll. They did like 7 of them for each debate. I was in, I think, 11 debates. And every poll was center stage. And the only thing I said to the networks or to the cables, I said, no, I want an odd number. They said, no, we can't do that. We want 8 or we want 12. Do you remember at the beginning? They had so many people, they needed another stage, right? But I always said, I want an odd number on the stage. They said, why? Because if I don't have an odd number, I'm not in the center, right? I was center stage of every single debate, representing you. I need this like a hole in the head, folks. Representing you. So we won. And we're going to keep winning. We're going to keep winning. We're going to win so much. We are going to win so much. And we have to win. We have no choice. Remember one other thing, and one of the folks just said it. I just had a meeting with some great people. And they just said, Mr. Trump, a lot of times during your speeches, you don't mention one of the most important things that you're going to do. Supreme Court justices. Okay? Supreme Court justices. And we're going to put in great intellects, conservative people, highly, highly vetted, highly, highly respected. We're going to have great Supreme Court judges. Now, if Hillary Clinton gets in, folks, we've got Venezuela. Take a look at what's happening in Venezuela. We've got high taxes, and we've got a country that's going to be a disaster. And we're heading in that direction now. We're heading in that direction now. So remember, one of the things that we're doing all together, and I actually you saw it, Federalist Society, they're like the gold standard. Checked out also Heritage and others. We put out a list of 11. I'm going to add 4, probably 4 more, 3 or 4 more. And they're going to be great names. And we're going to pick among them or somebody very, very similar, high quality. But if we don't do that, we are really in trouble. Judge Scalia passed away. Judge Scalia is a great person, a great man, and a great justice. Okay? A great justice. We have, and the sad part is, we have tremendous support. But nobody mentions the support. When somebody like Jan, or like Sheriff Joe, or like, that's it. They don't mention it. They don't mention it. But we have tremendous support, unbelievable support, actually. The Republicans should stick together. I don't think it's going to matter that much in terms of whether or not I win, I'll be honest. Because I really ran as an outsider, even though I used to be total establishment. Hate to tell you, but before, think of it, 1 year, 2 days. But before I ran, it's very much, I shouldn't tell you, you'll leave immediately. I was sort of establishment. I used to give vast amounts of money, right? And now, as soon as I ran, I became an insurgent. I became an outsider. Guys that were my friends is you're an outsider. And you know why? Because I'm going to do what's right for you. I'm not going to do what's right for them. And they want things in the party and the other party, because Hillary is totally controlled by Wall Street. I mean, she may say not, but she is totally controlled by Wall Street. She is totally controlled by countries that are horrible to the gay community and horrible to women. She is totally controlled. She's been given tens of millions of dollars by countries that treat women horribly. They use the word, by the way, enslave. By countries that treat women horribly, enslaved, and countries that kill gays. They kill gays. They push them off of buildings and they kill. And she's taking money and she's letting more of them come into our country. And you tell me, who's better for the gay community? And you tell me, who's better for women, folks? Okay, who's better? You have people that are the biggest pundits. Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly, a tough guy, smart guy. Bill O'Reilly said recently, a couple of times, it's the single greatest phenomenon, politically speaking, that I've seen in my lifetime. That's pretty good saying. Talking about the movement. Others have said the same thing. Others that hate me have said the same thing. It is a movement. In November, we've got to win. Right now, we're up pretty big in Arizona. But we got to win. We got to win. It's a very important state. But we've got to win. And I think we're going to win. And we're going to start winning like you've never seen this country win before. We're going to win at every level. We are going to win for our vets. Our vets have been mistreated. And you know better than anybody. There is no more corrupt group in terms of government than what's happening with the VA in Arizona. You're the poster child of everything. And we're going to fix it. And we're going to take care of our vets, our greatest people. We have to take care of our vets and have a plan. And you've all seen the plan, and people love the plan. And we're doing great with the vets. But forget about doing great. We're going to take care of the situation with our vets. Our vets are dying while they wait for a doctor for a simple procedure, and they die. They have to wait so long. bets. Ready? We're going to win, and we're going to knock out Common Core. We're bringing our education along. We're going to repeal and replace Obamacare with something much less expensive and much, much better. You see what's happening to your premium? You see what's happening to you? Your deductibles are going through the roof. You can never use it. Unless you die a really long, horrible spell, and then go at the end. The deductibles in Obamacare are so high that you'll never be able to use it. Your premiums, I just left Texas, your premiums, Blue Cross Blue Shield through Obamacare, just were raised to 60%, folks. 60%. And bigger numbers are coming on November 1st. Much bigger numbers. It's a failure. It's a total. And by the way, I wish it was successful. I don't mind saying I don't have to fix everything. I wish it were successful. It's a disaster. We're going to fix Obamacare. We're going to repeal it and replace it. Okay? We're going to save the Second Amendment. It's going to be so strong. We're going to have strong borders. We're going to have the wall. People are going to come in, but we're going to have strong borders. You're going to be proud of your country again. And we are going to make great trade deals. We're going to bring back our jobs. We're not going to let our jobs go very easily. And if they do go, there's going to be consequences for the companies that closed up, fired all these people, and make their products someplace else. There are going to be very serious times. And here is the bottom line. We're in Arizona. We're in Arizona, which is a great state. Although I wouldn't want to play golf today out there. That's pretty hot out there. That's pretty hot out there, folks. But I'll be President Trump. I'll be in the White House, and I will be getting a call from one of my people saying thousands and thousands of people, Mr. President, are calling from Arizona. They're devastated. We're winning too much, Mr. President. They don't like it. They're not used to it. They can't take it. They're having a hard time handling it. Mr. President, sir, they don't want you to win so much. You're winning with the military. I'm going to be racist. You're winning with the border. You're winning with trade. You're winning for our vets.